Good morning, travelers, and welcome back. It's that time of year again where I have to actually get up earlier than I normally do for work, which can mean only one thing: road trip. So yeah, it's May 30th. Yeah, May 30th. It's about a little after 6 a.m. or so, and yep, we just packed up the van, and it is myself, my brother, and our friend Bill, and we are heading down to Louisville, Kentucky for WonderFest. And this is actually the 30th anniversary this year, correct?
Yep.
30th. A whole lot of posts in the last week up on Facebook, everything that's going on, seminars, special guests, that kind of thing, which seems pretty cool. So, but they switched it around. Like, for some reason, all the demos are all upstairs now, and I don't know what's going on exactly. My brother was explaining to me. But we'll find out when we get there. So, yeah, we're all loaded up, and today's weather's kind of crappy actually right now. Overcast, was raining, so we had severe thunderstorm watch last night, which was bad. So, but anyway, that's it. We are southbound, so later. We are now at the Chesapeake House in Maryland. This is our first stop of the day. Just gonna run in, stretch our legs a little bit, grab a cup of coffee, then get rolling again. All right, so we are off of Route 68 now in Maryland. We just stopped at the McDonald's for lunch, and Love's here to get fuel or make a pretty good time, although the weather is pretty sort of like horrible today. But we're gonna continue on our way down. So I'm driving now. My turn. Later. It is now about 8:30 Thursday night. We made it here at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Get ready to kick things off officially now. First things first, though, it's a bite to eat. So we just did check in already. We're just unloading the van now, and quick update. So. Good morning. It's day one, I guess, of WonderFest. It's Friday morning, and right now we are just getting ready to head down to one of the conference rooms. We're doing a paint class today with Amazing Figure Model Magazine, right? Modeler Magazine. Amazing Figure Modeler Magazine. We're painting a dinosaur today. My brother and I, and Bill's come just hanging out, and I think if all goes well, then we're going to, if we don't get it finished in the class today, I'm going to try to work on it later tonight as well, and then actually enter it in the contest tomorrow. But yeah, so after the class, it's till about 4, so I think it is, we have to run out to the store, pick up a few things here for the room, and then go to dinner. We're going to Mama's barbecue tonight. So that's it. We are on our lunch break right now from our Amazing Figure Modeler magazine session for painting our dinosaurs. This is, it's come along pretty well so far. I'm actually not taking a break. My brother and Bill are running out to get us lunch. I'm a little bit behind right now on my spotting, so I wanted to stick around and work on that. But just want to give a quick update though. Again, it's our lunch break, so that's it. Hey, so we just finished up our painting class with, again, presented by Amazing Figure Modeler Magazine.
Really good class, great instructor, Steve. Thank you for showing us your magic for us. Really good though, nice sculpt, and it was the first chance for me to use a new set of paints, which was Reaper. Haven't used them before. No complaints. It's paint works. It's good. Yeah, so I'm not happy with all that altogether, but also glad because this was my first chance that I've ever finished a piece actually during the classroom itself. So I have a few little touch-ups I want to do, but so, you know, as a whole, again, this was the first time where I finished a piece. So like, yay! Right now, though, we are getting ready to get in line for our tickets. Yeah, so I feel a little bit naked right now. Normally, I already have my staff pass, so I'm walking around vendors' rooms already checking things out. But this year, again, for the 30th anniversary, I'm doing the full-on participation. So, yeah, no backstage pass kind of thing for me. But it's cool. So we're getting ready now. Once we get our tickets, we're gonna head over to Mama's for dinner. That's Mama's Barbecue. We went there last year, again, by recommendation. Highly recommend it. Go to Mama's Barbecue. And then we're going to Michael's art supply store. We got a few things we got to pick up because of our entries in the contest. I think between my brother and I, we have 9 entries now. So yeah, he and I both, we had our pieces we were bringing down, but you know, we're both going to submit our dinosaurs into the contest. Like, why not? I like the way it came out. So, and then yeah, and then they're doing tonight. They're doing some kind of cinema Friday night horror thing, which is the cool thing about, again, the whole WonderFest Expo itself down here. Always something to do between seminars, watching movies, just meeting people, talking to them. It's like a second family down here. Really cool. So again, shout out again to Terry from Amazing Figure Modeler Magazine, again for the class. Yay! Woo! And again, Steve, thank you so much. Again, great instruction. Really enjoyed that. And yeah, so for now, it's Friday night, so let's go enjoy it. Later.
Well, we just got back from theater A, I think we were in. Might have been B. But anyway, we just got done watching the movie Johnny Gruesome, film from early 2000. Cool thing, it was presented by the gentleman that did the special effects makeup, and I just drew a blank what his name was. Yeah. I don't know. I'll remember tomorrow though, because he actually has a regular presentation tomorrow at 3:30. So I just can't believe I just forgot. So yeah, it was good. You know, kind of like a B movie kind of thing, but it was fun to watch. And yeah, that was it. We then my brother and I both did some final touches on our entries for the contest this year, and then that was pretty much it. So just wind down, and yeah, tomorrow is officially day 1 of WonderFest. But you know, day 2 for us though, because again we did the class earlier today. You know, so everything was that was it for today. It was either the paid classes if you participated in one of those, although they do a meet and greet kind of thing at 7 o'clock to kick off actually WonderFest downstairs, and then tonight again was the feature film, and then yeah, that's it. So I think that's it for now. So yeah, it's kind of late. Time for bed. So new updates tomorrow. Good morning, travelers, and welcome to day number 2 of WonderFest. It's a little about 10:30 right now, and actually I've been up for quite a while and actually didn't sleep much last night. So got to bed about 5:30, finishing up some stuff, and got up this morning about 7:30. So we're running right now on 2 hours of sleep, but I actually feel pretty good. And
Yeah, so I got up early enough. I dropped my pieces off into the contest room. If I haven't mentioned it yet, I'm not sure. But previous years, last 5, I think, I've judged. And again, this year, though, I'm actually painting. So, yeah, so I got them in the contest room early. Met up with my brother. He did the early bird. I didn't. There was nothing I really needed to buy and pay the early bird ticket for. Thankfully, the pieces I won, I was able to like pre-order purchase prior, so I had them waiting for me. But yeah, yeah. So that was it, and then we had to run out to Michael's, pick up some supplies for him first, and then made our way back to the hotel. Now he's dropping his entries off, and we met up with our buddy Bill, so he's with us now also. And so Star Trek, we're gonna watch it.
No.
So. There's a lot of, actually, more so than I think last year. There's a couple of movies that are actually playing. So the first one today is, we think, which one? Not the original. Which one? Dexter? No. What's the movie? The Star Trek one.
Oh, the motion picture.
The motion picture. Star Trek the motion picture. We think that's playing at 1:30. And then Angry Red Planet
I don't know where that is.
playing today.
Oh, is that tonight?
I think so.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's 7:30.
7:30. And then after that, because it's double feature, then it's the Robinson Crusoe on Mars.
Yeah, Robinson Crusoe on Mars.
Okay, so that's our film lineup for this evening and today. Star Trek the Motion Picture, Angry Red Planet, and Robinson Crusoe on Mars. Then later today, though, I still haven't like really looked completely at the pocket planner yet. Kind of scanned over it, but I know at 3:30, again, the gentleman's name from last night was the makeup artist for the movie we watched, Johnny. That was
Johnny dead?
Johnny Gruesome.
Oh, Johnny Gruesome. Okay.
He's at 3:30. What his name is in his class?
Is that the Transformations one?
Yeah, I think it is.
Craig Lindbergh.
Craig Lindbergh. So special effects is responsible for things like
The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Well, it says Walking Dead, The Tick.
A few things. Anyway, so yeah, so he's got a presentation today at 3:30, which I do want to see that. I'm really always impressed with special effects makeup, so it's something I'm definitely interested in. So that's the one that mostly caught my eye today that I don't want to miss. My brother's not joining us. What's up?
No.
All good?
Miles in.
Miles in. So
there's no room left for dinosaurs and vehicles will come down through it.
Yeah. I noticed that this morning right away. It seemed to be the bulk of the entries at 8 this morning when I got in there. Yeah, vehicles like that. The whole table, and I shouldn't say table, row. Like a whole row was already filled up with vehicles, and then the dinosaurs in the are all
filled up too.
Yeah, a lot of entries already. People still have another like an hour and a half. I think by noon they can submit, and then we can't actually go in to see them until yeah, 12 o'clock. So what's our plan now then? Back to the dealer's room?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's it for update right now. We're gonna pass through the dealer's room. I had to get a my airbrush nozzle replaced. Somehow it busted. But yeah, actually we passed through it just a moment ago earlier before we got back from or after we got back from my class. So that's it. Back now with another update this afternoon. Again, Saturday, it's about 2:30 right now. I finally had a chance to pass through both dealer's room plus the contest room. A whole lot to absorb. It's really it's kind of hard though to actually get a view of everything because it's just so packed right now still. But it's expected. It's the first day, and it's the stronger of the 2 days. Not everyone's here for the weekend. A lot of people just come down, one day passes, and check everything out. But impressive all around. Out of curiosity, though, I think they're trying to get a complete total still on the actual number of entries, but they are leaning towards this might be a record. So I should have a count on that later on. But pretty good event, though, of course, as usual. Having a good time. And yeah, that's it. So right now I'm up in a room again. It's about 11:30. A whole lot's going on since the last update. We went over to see the Transformations presentation done by Craig Lindbergh. Again, that's the gentleman that did the makeup for the movie we saw last night with Johnny Gruesome. It was really cool. We watched Bo get transformed into the character from Twilight Zone episode, and I just drew. That's it. Thank you. Eye of the Beholder. Really cool. So that was what you would have just watched prior to this little update. Those pictures and short videos. Again, that was just a demonstration that Craig did. Again, transforming Bo into the Doctor from Eye of the Beholder. Correct? Yes. And then there was some. Trying to figure out what we wanted to do for dinner, so we actually changed things up a little bit, or tried to. We went over to the Texas Roadhouse, which was usually we do on Sunday nights, but we decided that we're just going to stay here tomorrow night instead, to make it easier to do the wrap-up party. And there's a lot going on here that we don't want to go back and forth and eat. So but yeah, so Texas Roadhouse, however, I guess everyone wanted to go there, or just the fact that we've now, as a learning lesson, Saturday nights, no, don't go there. There was cars parked out into like the neighboring parking lot. They were double parked on the grass. The line stretched around past the building, so we were just like, no steak. Not that it matters, because even we're talking about like, we're really like hungry. So yeah, we did like the touristy local / thing, and we sold out. We went to Olive Garden. It wasn't bad though. I just did soup and salad kind of thing. My brother did also. Bill did the chicken Alfredo. But either way, it was quick enough that there was no line. Thankfully, small wait, only like 10 minutes. We were in and out of that place, kind of thing, waiting. But made it back here in time though, which is good because they had the Saturday night double feature presented by Dr. Gangrene, right? Yeah. The first one was
Angry Red Planet.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah, Angry Red Planet.
And then that went right into we watched Robinson Crusoe on Mars. The first one was it was entertaining. The second one was yeah. It went from like dry. Well, it started. It was okay when it started, but yeah, it went from dry to like sandpaper. It just, but anyway, we sat through it both again. And again, I think I've mentioned this before. That is one of the things I do really like about WonderFest is again these cinemas, the cinemas, where it gives us a chance to watch old films, or new films too. It's just whoever happens to be the presenter and what they want to show. So yeah, 3 movies already this weekend, and then tomorrow there's another one, Elvira's Haunted Hills. So that's another one. But yeah, so like I said, it's about there right now, and just want to give a quick recap from where I left off earlier today, and yeah, that was it. So now it's bedtime, and get up. So yeah, so the Elvira movie, that's at 10:30 in the morning, so we'll probably grab breakfast first, go right into that. Then, help me out, Mo.
Flesh tones with the onion.
Okay.
And that's at 11. If you decide to get that there or not. And then also at noon, Ken Paco is doing a presentation. From what I understand, it's basically how to do props on a budget for a cosplay. That's how it's described.
Yeah, it's something like Hollywood on a kitchen budget or something like that. Something. So yes, actually, I may or may not be able to see like the entire movie, but thankfully, as an option, my brother already told me he has the DVD, so I don't have to watch the Elvira movie here this weekend, tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, Anya, I think I'll get the correct pronunciation later, but yeah, she's doing flesh tones. She's the artist that does the Phillies Girls pieces, and they look phenomenal. So I want to see how she does that. And then yeah, so we're ready to watch the cosplay on a budget. So that'll be cool. Then from that, it'll wrap into probably another pass to the dealer's room. I have to pick up some paints from Jesse with Garage Kids US Colors. Then the award ceremony for the Amazing Figure Model Magazine paint, which then goes into the wrap-up party. I'll be there. But, you know, again, I'll have updates and more pictures throughout that. But so for now, okay, it's bedtime. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of WonderFest. This will be a quick update because I basically included, things that we're doing today in last night's recap. So anything I'm doing now, I passed through the contest room again, take a look at some of the pieces. Kind of really excited. One of my pieces, the cosplay / Royal Guard Stormtrooper, was selected by Fine Scale Modeler Magazine. So that was really cool. Despite anything else this weekend, what the other pieces do, I'm really excited about that. That was like awesome. Yeah, so they took pictures of it, and whether or not it actually makes it into the magazine, I mean, I'm not sure yet, but just again, the fact that it was selected, I was like really like that was like awesome. So yeah, now I'm going to head over to the dealer's room, talk to Jesse with Garage Kits US Colors. I need to pick out paints now for 2 projects I'm working on. One is a vampire, which I intended to have it for this show. Unfortunately, it needed so much work, a lot of rebuild. It's been a nightmare, and there's no way I was putting more work into it to try to finish it for here. It was just getting, it was more frustrating. So I'm like, take a break from that, focus on other pieces, which I did. But I want to pick up paints for that particular model, and this year I started something brand new. I do a lot of tabletop war game gaming,
Yeah. Warhammer, 40K, War Machine and Hordes, Wild West Exodus, everything like that. But this year was my first year starting now playing Age of Sigmar, and I purchased a Flesh Eater Quartz army that I've been working on, and it's actually like a two-part. Specifically, I wanted to play, but this is something that it's a project both my friend Tom King and myself are doing for Extra Life. It's a challenge, hobby challenge between him and I in an effort to raise money and get these armies finished. So that was a multi-part, assemble in point increments and then paint in point increments. Anyway, long story short, the colors I want to use, I'm going to go see Jesse about that. I have the army book for that particular army and a few color schemes in mind, so I want to show him the codex, the book for it, and then see what colors he recommends, and then go from there. So yeah, that's it again. So good morning, and I'm heading over there now. Later. We are just now finishing up at the Amazing Model Contest. This year they had a record number of 824, which is pretty impressive. There's just so many models, and the work was like just wow. For myself, I'm happy with the results. Today I had a total of 5 entries. Again, they were well, Emma Frost, first of all, she didn't get anything. Sad face. But she needs work, and I knew that going into it. And again, this was my first time fully using an airbrush and trying to work on a figure. So I have plans for her. She'll be stripped down, and gonna redo her. Maybe I have better time for Jersey Fest. The cosplay piece, nothing as far as the contest itself, but as I mentioned earlier, it did pick up recognition from Fine Scale Modeler magazine. They took pictures of it, so whether or not that makes it into an issue or not, which I think, no matter what, just being recognized was pretty sweet. Then I had the Blockbuster, which was the vehicle, that won bronze. And then, oh, my booby traps. They got a merit, which is cool. It was a very small entry. If you've seen them, they're just tiny pieces. But yeah, the 3 of them, they get the merit. At least that one's a smaller plane, not as loud. I've been just riddled by planes all weekend. And then, oh, the dinosaur. So I was happy with that because that one got a bronze also. So yeah, I want to give a personal shout out in that case to Steve Riojas. If I pronounced that wrong, I am so sorry. But Steve, I had to watch your videos. Yeah. But yeah, Steve, I wanted to thank you personally for your instruction. Obviously that helped. But I think of all the things, of all the prizes, yeah, that one definitely. So getting bronze for my first dinosaur again. So props to you as well for being a good instructor. So yay! My brother also, he's in the background. Did pretty well today. You want to jump in? You want to speak? You want to pan the camera a little bit? So I'll let him. He'll fill in with his awards.
All right, so I had 4 entries this year. Like Joe said, we did the paint class with Steve from Amazing Figure Modeler. I entered a dinosaur from that into the dinosaur category and got a merit for it. Woo! It's pretty cool. Another piece I did was a custom-made piece for the Guild Ball game for a friend of mine. The Butcher's team, I made a goalie for him, which is pretty much a kind of like a throwback to the old school butchers where they would hang a pig up and cut it over a bucket. So I made a bucket in the frame and everything, and that got a merit as well, which is pretty cool considering the bucket was actually carved out of a piece of PVC pipe. So yeah. It's pretty awesome. And then the other 2 pieces I did were 2 Star Wars pieces. I did an A-Wing based off Ralph McQuarrie's concept art, which is, if you're not familiar with it, is the white and blue paint scheme for the A-Wing fighter. That got a silver award, and then I also entered a Special Forces TIE fighter from the new trilogy. I painted it up as if it was stationed on Jakku, so it's heavily weathered, and that actually scored my first gold. So first one, so pretty cool.
Yep,
pretty
gold. So sweet.
Yeah, thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's it. As far as the normal part of WonderFest goes, the only left now to do is tonight is the wrap-up party. And I think I mentioned this earlier, instead of going out to dinner tonight, we're just going to keep it local. So we're going to relax, and yeah, it's another half hour, so we'll head up there. It's like a la carte dinner, we get up there, and then it's, what's the presentation? It's Princess Bride.
Princess Bride in 15 minutes, I think.
Something, they always do some kind of show along with the wrap-up party's dinner. But yeah, I think it's something about Princess Bride and 30 minutes, something, 6 minutes, something.
If the webpage is any faster, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, anyway, it's Princess Bride something. But obviously, I'll update in 15 minutes. I'll update later on, but you'll know exactly what it is. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching so far.
Okay. So actually, here we go. According to the schedule, what we have going on here is we're going to have the comedian Sean Keller. He'll bring lightsabers and laughs with a 15-minute excerpt from 1 through 8, a one-man show based on a certain space opera we all know and love.
Okay, so we're not going to name it just yet, but you know.
And then also to close out the evening, we are going to have the Cliff Notes of Insanity, The Princess Bride in 30 minutes or less.
That's it.
And that's being presented by Ray Robinson in association with the actors of Unusual Size and Company Outcast.
There you go. All right, so I'll have one more update, and then, of course, my tomorrow as we get ready to pack and head back home again. But again, in the meantime, thanks for watching it so far, and we're out of here. Later. Good morning, and here we are, the last day for WonderFest. It's Monday morning, and the van is packed. We're getting ready to check out. Last night, we finished up with the wrap-up party. We had dinner there at the show instead of going out this time. And there was 2 performances. The first one was part of a comedy act presented by Sean Keller. It's a one-man show, episodes 1 through 8. We got to watch episode 4 last night, so it was pretty much that movie done in about 15 minutes, and it was it was fun.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's really good. I wish, I don't know permission kind of stuff, if I'm allowed to record those things, so I didn't. But for some reason, if you happen to be ever in the area and you have a chance to watch this episode 1 through 8 special, again, comedian Sean Keller, it's worth it. Definitely watch it. And the second performance was presented by the actors of Unusual Sizes, correct?
Yep.
Yes. And they did the Cliff Notes of Insanity, which was the Princess Bride in 30 minutes or less. And that was hysterical. So yeah, both performances really put a nice finish to the event as a whole. And yeah, so just really good time again as usual. It's really like just a family reunion every time we come down here. Great people, great event, great entries. You know, it just 5 stars all around. I mean, they really know what they're doing down here, and it's probably just one of the best shows, period, in this this hobby. So quick shout outs, just to say hello again to John and Lisa, Drew, George, Marcy, and everyone else. And yeah, so we're gonna roll out. So until next episode, which actually they're probably I won't wait as long again until WonderFest. Of course, I have my normal venues for gaming, but this year I will be staying in New Jersey with my brother for Jersey Fest. Usually when I get up there, it's only a one-day thing. Probably pop in, but I'm actually going to be up there staying and hopefully getting some more pieces in their contest as well. So again, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. It was really cool because I actually got a chance to meet some people throughout this particular WonderFest that actually recognize me by face, by voice kind of thing, and saying they like the channel. So thank you also, and shout out to you guys for watching in and commenting. I appreciate that. And speaking of comments, if you want, comment below. Anything else you want to add to it? And of course, subscribe if you would like to. And until next time, thank you again so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're headed back to New Jersey now. See ya.
No plane? Nerd.
No plane. No plane in one take. That's been the bane of this whole episode. All right, later, guys. All right, we just finished up our painting class. So not only was the class really enjoyable, good teacher we had for that one, Steve, and the piece itself was nice sculpt. Fun class, very informative. Got to use a brand new line of paints, which was So we just finished up our, god damn it, fucking twice now, airplane. It's a downside of being near an airport.
Alright, you're right.
Hey, good morning everyone. Day 3 now here at WonderFest. This will just be a quick update because, well, pretty much things I'm doing today, just managed. Oh my god, with a fucking airplane.
I know there's gonna be another one.